Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lyndon, and today I want to share a secret with you. It's just so internety, isn't it? This one weird trick, but it's a weird trick that's going to save you loads and loads and loads of money on reeds, and I want to share it with you. So here's the problem. When you buy a box of reeds, or when I buy a box of reeds, and I've been using these Rigotti Gold, very nice reeds, but unfortunately in a box of 10 I'm only getting 5 if I'm lucky, maybe 6 if I'm super lucky, that actually sound nice. And the other 4, there'll be something that I don't like about them. Either they'll play too stuffy, or they'll have a weird sound in some way or another that is not pleasing, or they'll sound a bit pinched, or for one reason or another I reject them because I don't really like them, and I'll try another one and try another one, and eventually one out of the box will be a really nice reed. Now the problem is that this box of reeds in the UK is about £35, about £3.50 a reed in the UK, which is quite expensive really. So I mean, it's not too bad if you could use all of them, but you can't because some of them are just not very good. If you've been playing the saxophone for a while, you'll know what I'm ranting on here about. And this is the same for tenor reeds as well. Now, years and years and years ago, I was sitting in a bar in central London, the Spice of Life it was called, and they have a jam session there. And I was talking to another sax player, and he said to me, you know the trick, we were talking about reeds, because that's what sax players do, don't they? Just talk about reeds all the time and how awful they are. And he said, you know the thing about rubbing them down with a metal plate, don't you? And I said, no. And he said, oh my God, you've got to try this, because you can take a reed which is blowing stuffy, and just by doing this 2-minute thing to it, less, you can change it and it will play really, really nicely. And I said, no way. And he said, try it. And I did, and it works. And I've done it ever since. And I've known about this for about 15 years, and I wish I'd known it from the start. So I've got another camera set up here, I think it's just out of shot, on my phone, and I'm going to show you exactly what this guy taught me. And what I want you to do is, next time you get a reed which is blowing stuffy, or it has a sound like you've been stuck in a nasty toilet or something, then do this and see if it helps, and feed back to me. By the way, your comments are blowing our mind, right? It's changed the feeling in my house, to be honest. It really, really, really has, because all of these positive comments that are coming in have a massive impact. So thank you so much. And also thank you to those people that have supported the making of these amazing videos with buying me coffee. I'm so incredibly grateful to you. I really, really am. Right, let me do this. I'm going to show you exactly what to do, and I'd really love to hear if it works for you. So here is my naughty reed, blowing stuffy, and all I'm going to do is I've got this special tool which I've made myself, and I can sell you for $100. It's this. No, it's not a special tool at all. That's a complete lie. This is a picture hook, and I really like this because you can put your thumb inside it, and all you're going to do is just hold the bottom of the reed down and just push up like this. Now I'm not going up and down. And you do that about 5 times like this, and it makes a massive difference. Do it on a hard surface. So I've got a table here, and as you can see, a mat. I've just created the mat to make contrast so that you can see, but actually I'd probably do it on the table. So the harder the surface, the better, like this. Yeah. And that's all it is, right? Just try it. It makes such a difference. And if you don't have a handy picture hook to hand, the other thing that I would use is the cap from my Selma. Nice crack in it there. Yeah, and that will do the same thing. I'm just using the rounded edge. I'm just applying a little bit of pressure, and that works just as well. It's such a top tip that people are emailing me in to, is that what you have to do? Yes, it is. So there you are. That is how you take a stuffy or horrible sounding reed and change it. Now, I'm not saying that this will work every single time with every single reed, but in my experience, I think I've probably saved about 50% of the reeds that I would have just thrown away, I've managed to save. So that's huge. That's a huge saving. Absolutely amazing. By the way, don't do this with a synthetic reed. If you're using synthetic reeds, you shouldn't have to do this anyway, but I'm just putting it out there. And while we're on the subject of synthetic reeds, personally, I don't use them, and the only reason that I don't use them is that I don't like the sound that I make with a synthetic reed. But there's plenty of people out there, top players, professional players, best players in the world are using synthetic reeds, and they make them work, and that's fantastic. So if you're using a synthetic reed, that's brilliant, and I'm happy for you. But unfortunately, I just don't get the sound that I would like. If there are any synthetic reed manufacturers watching this, and you'd like to send me some and try and change my mind, then please do, because I have got an open mind. So I think that's everything. I'd love to hear how you get on with this in the comments, so please do let me know, and if you feel like buying me a coffee, you can. I'm also open to hearing about what tutorials you'd like me to make, because I'm really enjoying this YouTube journey, and I'm really enjoying sharing all of this stuff with you. I think that's everything. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.